I passed my UK driving practical test for the first time, and I got so many friends around who were asking me that how did I do it, because some of them had to go through it 2 times and some more. So I can't really say I was lucky, but yeah, I just want to share a few tips of what helped me to pass. You're welcome back to my channel, my returning viewers. Welcome back, and to my new viewers, I can say welcome to this channel, and I hope you find this video valuable. Please do remember to subscribe at the end of this channel, or you can do it now so you don't forget if you find this video valuable to you. My name is Tola. Today's video, I want to share to you the tips that helped me pass my practical driving test for the first time in the UK. And I want to say, before you think of doing your practical test, you must have gotten your provisional license, which is the first criteria, because when you get to the exam center, that's the first thing the examiner is going to ask from you: where is your provisional license? So you must have gotten the UK provisional license, a valid one, and after that you must have gone through the theory tests, because without the theory test you can't actually book for your practical test. So, and this theory test is very important because some people actually want to start doing their driving practical lessons before writing the theory test, of which I don't think will really be helpful, because through the theory test, that is where you're going to understand some road signs. You see some road signs that say one way. So, and that means if every vehicle is driving through this way, you're not expected to drive in the opposite way in that particular road. And imagine not going through those lessons, that theory test, you may end up doing the other way around and facing some fines and some penalties, and you won't want to do that, and you won't like that. Science can really help. Like, it can help you get prepared in some certain situations. For example, you're driving into a school area, so automatically you are expected to drive 20 miles per hour in that environment. So the theory test really help you to understand certain things that you won't know on a normal day, especially as an immigrant that wants to get the UK driving license. It's very, very important to do your theory test before your practical test. It can also help you to be aware of your surroundings when you're driving, especially in the situation where you are approaching a roundabout. When you see a road sign, you can know if you are approaching a mini roundabout, which will help you to prepare ahead of any upcoming car or any car coming from your right, and can help you to position properly to the right lane, especially in a big roundabout. So this is really, really very important. Help you to know about the speed limit, when to reduce your speed, when to increase your speed. If there is a kind of a body of water on the road, they call it ford. When you see the road sign, you can get prepared ahead. You will see a road sign that says there is bend ahead, a staggered junction ahead. So many things. Prepare. There are pedestrians on this road, there are animals on this road, there's a cyclist lane. It cannot be overemphasized. So it's really, really important that you have to do your theory test before your practical test. So another point I want to mention is regular practice. Regular practice. So practicing with family member can also help, because one of the major reasons I've discovered that makes people fail their practical test is being nervous. There are many things that can facilitate being nervous, especially when you making some mistake during your driving lessons. You see yourself making recurring errors and all, so you don't have to stop there. You don't have to discourage yourself and feel like you're not doing any much better. Can you do this? You've heard lots of discouraging things about maybe your driving center and all of those things. You don't have to let it get to you, and those things will affect your confidence to reduce your fears. So you have to be positive, and you have to keep practicing. Getting enough lessons build your confidence. Getting enough lessons is very important. And sometimes your driving instructor may be causing more issues for you, so that you may require more patience from your driving instructor and you're not getting it. So in that kind of case, you see that it's not working, so you have to change your driving instructor. So that's why I don't advise people to pay all at once. So you can just pay in blocks and see how it goes. If you're confident and you are okay with that driving instructor, fine, why not? You can go ahead. But if you feel like this person is too in a hurry for you, not coming down to your level, you can actually change your driving instructor. But just make sure you make inquiries from people who has used a particular driving instructor or not, so you won't have to start changing every time. So you can pick a very good instructor that will work for you. So you have to keep practicing and practicing. Practice at home, within your environment, with a family member, with friends, people that you can be free with, that can explain how it works to you. You can go online, check YouTube videos, it helps. So you can't just rely only on what is being taught by your driving instructor, especially if you are a new driver. And some of us who have been driving from our home country, we may not need so many lessons. So you can just need a few lessons just to understand the UK driving system and maneuvers, because you're allowed to actually drive in the first year with your international driving license. So, and some people have already bought a car in that first year and already driving in the UK. So at the point where you want to do your driving lessons, you may need fewer hours of lessons. So, but for a new learner, you need more lessons, I would say. So, and there's really no set number of lessons that is required from you. Don't, because someone did 14 hours lesson and you also want to do, you know your ability. So that's what I would have to say for that point. Regular practice is very important. So the next point I want to talk about is being a master of your vehicle. If you don't have a car, it's fine. You can use that of your driving instructor, but just make sure it's a vehicle you are used to, that is the same vehicle you use on your exam day, because it's going to be catastrophic if you are used to a particular vehicle during your driving lessons and on your test day you brought a different car you've never used before. It may lead to your failure, because you can testify that there are some cars that you just touch on the accelerator a little bit and it's far gone. So in those kind of car and you're not used to it and you accelerated on your driving test day, you may drive beyond the speed limit of that environment. So imagine not getting used to that kind of car, it may lead to your failure. And even some car, you may need to brake very far away to where you want to stop, and some may need to brake closer. So understanding your vehicle, mastering your vehicle is very important. Just make sure you are very used to that particular vehicle you use on your test day, because the DVSA will not provide a vehicle. You have to bring a vehicle, either your own or that of your driving instructor. So, and you may need to do some checks on your exam day. Show me, tell me question. They may ask you to check your NG, to demist your vehicle, and some other things. So, it's very important to know that vehicle very well, so you won't be afraid and you'll be confident enough, which can also help to make you pass. Another point I want to say is getting exposed to different driving conditions, especially for new drivers. They drive early hours of the morning or late at night when the road is free. It's very good. But when your exams is closed, I recommend that you drive even in a busy condition, because you never can tell what will be the situation on your test day. So getting used to a very busy condition, rush time, maybe at lunchtime, early hours of the morning when people go to school or to work, those are busy hours of the day. Or in the evening when people are returning back from work, like 4-5 p.m, when your test is closed, you can drive around that period of time with your driving instructor or with a family member who got a British license. So these factors, I would say, can help you pass on the first attempt. And also getting used to driving in wet situations, because many times some people feel like, it's raining outside, I can't go to drive. No, don't restrict yourself, because it may rain on your test day and you're still expected to drive. So getting used to wet conditions, foggy weather, because you may be asked to demist your screen if the weather is very foggy, like you can't see anything, the screen is cloudy, your windscreen, so you may be asked to demist your vehicle when you're driving. So what if you're not used to driving in a foggy weather? What will you do? Because in my own experience, I was asked to demist my screen. So you just have to learn how to get used to different weather conditions. And another point I want to say is learn to listen very well. Listen to your driving instructor when you're doing your driving practices. It helps a lot, because I've heard of a situation on the test day where the examiner asked the person to drive forward, but the person did otherwise, reversed backward, and that leads to the person's failure. And that's because, what if something was at the back at that time? The person didn't even do any checks, just reversed backward. What if she has hit a person? So it's important to listen, so you don't do the other way around and end up getting failed because of the little mistake. You will have yourself to be blamed. So, and another point I want to say is sleep very well. You can't have a driving exam and sleeping 2 or 3 hours to your exam. It's not nice. So it's important that you sleep very well. You have good alertness on your test day, and if you're a type that drink alcohol, I won't advise you drink alcohol on your test day. So I would say don't even drink a day to your exam day, so you can be very aware of your surrounding and very well at alert. So these are a few tips of mine. You can add yours on the comment section to help people who are looking for this information. Thank you very much, and I hope this is helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not done that yet. Thank you very much. See you next time.